What's up? My name is William. I am Will because Will I am. All right, so you guys got to be careful. All right, you got to be careful out because just because people get on Facebook, just because people get on YouTube, all right, and they start talking about stuff you never heard before, and and it sounds good, and you hear it. That doesn't necessarily mean that you always have to like open your ears up to it, all right? Because some of these some of these people are what you call energy vampires. All right, they don't know nothing. Okay, they don't know a thing. They may know a little bit of something, but as soon as they get connected with you through a modem or some type of connection through friends, family, all right, they start to actually access your spiritual territory. Okay, and they start to like drain you and use you for what is yours, and you don't even have a clue. You don't even know. You don't even understand that there are certain things that you're supposed to do and you're supposed to accomplish while you're here on this earth. But you don't, because you're not in tune with yourself. Okay, you're not in tune with yourself to know that you have to do a certain task, and you have certain tools and certain information, certain knowledge, wisdom, instruction to help you along with what you have to accomplish, right? But you're not aware of that. So when you connect with these people, with these sources, okay, that are not healthy for you. They're going to tell you out their mouth all day long that they're healthy for you, that they're helping you, that they're giving you information, that they're sharing this with you and they're sharing that with you. But really, they are actually vampires, energy vampires. So now they get connected with you and they start using your energy, and you don't even know that they're using your energy. And then you're sitting looking at other people making videos. You're sitting at other people watching other people on certain shows and certain social medias, and you're connected with them, and you're connected with them in the wrong way. All right, so that's where you are, and that's what's happening. All right, so now the more that they talk to you, okay, the more bigger that they get, they grow bigger, and they start utilizing your information. They start deciphering the information that's in you, that's for you, and they start using it, open up their mouth and start using it, and you're like, you don't even know. You don't even know that you've been hit by a smooth criminal. I guess Michael Jackson sang that song. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. All right. So so this is something that you definitely want to like, you want to pay attention to, okay? Because everybody they come at you with old doctrines and stuff that only you recognize, that you hear, okay? But it's actually outdated. You don't know it's outdated because you ain't studied. You ain't got into yourself. You ain't connected with the universe, okay? You ain't connected with nature. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know that the information that they're using has been proven to be outdated and non-useful. It's useful to the people that are just now starting out their journey, that they never heard that before, and then they start utilizing it and incorporating it, okay, into their daily. Okay? But really, the guys and the people that's been studying, that's been walking, okay, that's outdated information because they find out that it's not true. It don't add up. It sounded good for whatever reason, for whatever purpose that was being said. Okay? It did. But it's not the truth. So as we grow and as we move, okay, we understand. Okay? We understand that we have to connect with ourselves. Okay? Because if anybody tell you that there's two sides to a story, okay, that's telling you that that person don't have enough information. Okay? Because technically, really, it's three sides to every story. Just like it's three sides to a coin. You understand what I'm saying? There's three sides. Okay? And when you're wrapped up in certain dimensional thought process, you can't see information. You can't see advanced information. All right? You can't see it. Okay, because you're not where you're supposed to be at. And then you always want to listen what other people has to say. Even in certain books, it tells you that y'all give in. Y'all got itchy ears and y'all want to hear everything. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good. It sounds like something you ain't never heard before, so your ears itching to hear some stuff, okay? Hear some information. And it may be the truth. But the source that's behind the truth is a sheep in wolf's clothing waiting to get you in that right position, that right place to snag you and take you. All right? So, listen. There's three sides to every story. Don't get caught up with the dual nature. Because if somebody comes into your life, I don't care if it's through social media, a telephone call, okay, some type of spiritual connection, some bodies of people that you interact with, an institution, all right? If somebody come into your world talking about something dual, something two, twice, all right, I would immediately, okay, be careful, and I will watch out for how that person interacts with you. Because if that person just give you information and and you hear stuff that you never heard before and knowledge that you heard before, all right, there's got to be, okay, more than just that person giving you information. Because that's how y'all get snagged. That's how y'all get caught up in some other stuff and can't get out. Because y'all so infatuated with listening to some new knowledge, listening to some new information. There has to be an application. The words that person speak should have power, and enough power to reach you wherever you're at. So if I'm in another country and then you're in another country and you hear me on social media talking about this wisdom and that knowledge and that information and all this stuff, and that's your attraction. That's your attraction between you and me. I would question that. I would question that attraction. I would question that. I would question that. Even though that somebody's giving you some very powerful information that you never heard before, I still would question it. Not to be in doubt of the information, but to be in doubt with the source that's giving the information. All right? That's what I would do. Because that's how you guys get sucked away and drawn away. You know, that's how the sheep get snatched away from the shepherd. Because what did Tupac used to say? Dumbass sheep. You know, you the sheep don't even know. You just fall walking around, going around and being blinded and all that other stuff. So if anybody come telling you information and you don't see no power with that information, okay? There's no instruction with that information. And then when you use that instruction, there's no power in the situation. You know, you need to stop. You need to take a look at what's going on. Yes, I've been telling a lot of people about reconnecting with nature. As a matter of fact, all of you people, maybe not out there in cyber world, but the people that's in my life every day, okay? Y'all hear me telling y'all about take your shoes off. If you can't get out, go to the park. If you can't go to the park, go to the backyard. Whatever you do, take your shoes off and walk around in that grass out there. Walk around on that dirt. Reconnect yourself. Be grounded. All right? Leave your cell phone in the house. Leave your cell phone in the car. You only take it with you. Okay? And you go out there and you reconnect. Close your eyes and meditate a little bit or something. Clear your mind. Enjoy the atmosphere. If you don't want to meditate, you don't want to do nothing, just go out there and enjoy the atmosphere. Touch a couple of trees. You know what I'm saying? Touch the grass. You know? Accept it. Embrace it. You know? And I tell y'all about this. You know? I tell y'all about this every day, all the time. I don't need to be on social media. You know what I'm saying? What everybody like, oh, listen to him. He's saying this and he's saying that. And I don't need that. I live mine. I live what I do. I've been a vegetarian for 30 years. Some of y'all just now getting started out on your journey. Don't smoke. Don't drink. Don't do drugs. I don't even smoke marijuana. Okay? So listen to what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people, I think about stuff. And it happens. And there's somebody that picks up on my vibe. Because you know your thought process is a universal issue. I could think about something and then somebody across the world will start doing it. So this is how powerful my thoughts are. Okay? If I think it, if I say it, if I write it, it happens. The kingdom of Christ, that's me. That's mine. Now, yeah, you're going to have some people that come along that just starting out on their journey. And because they want people to follow them, they want support, they want help. They're going to make their story sound like the biggest, baddest story that there ever was. And it's going to impress you. And then what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up tapping out on your journey. And you're going to supply your energy to their energy to enhance them and make them bigger. You know? Now I heard a lady, she was talking on her live feeds and she was letting people know, don't come here. Don't come here because I'm reciprocal. I transmit and receive energy. And you don't know what you're doing and you're just going to lose your energy. You're going to give your energy to me. That's what she said. So my thing is, y'all need to stop being so dependent upon somebody else to jumpstart your faith. Because you're one of those people that, you know what I'm saying, you got to go to this church every Sunday, you know what I'm saying, to get your faith jump started. You got to go and hear this person talk just to get your faith jump started. Huh? So you guys got to find, you know what I'm saying, now that the energy is turned away from these physical church buildings, now y'all turning towards anything that y'all can hear. And y'all on this YouTube, y'all on Facebook, y'all on Instagram, y'all on Twitter, y'all on all these other little sites, you know what I'm saying? Looking for somebody to give you information, you know what I'm saying, to help you with your itchy ears. The best thing I can tell you, okay, is go get you some study material, even if it's nothing but even if it's nothing but an encyclopedia, a dictionary. The information is going to grow in your area. It's going to grow towards you. If I tell you about the 88 constellations, just by me mentioning the 88 constellations, okay, that's going right there, just opening up in the door in your mind to you receiving some more information about the constellations. Study. Don't just be dependent upon what anybody tell you, especially when they come into you with a certain sign. Some people comes with a number sign. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Welcome to my world. You're talking about with the certain degrees of knowledge, and you talk about with this. And you got to be careful of those people that come under a title, because we are universal creatures. When you put a title to yourself, you cut yourself short. You cut your own meaning of who you are. You cut that off. Y'all being drawn away and don't know what you're being drawn away to. You think you know. These people come categorizing themselves as something, calling themselves something. And I'm talking about they're doing nothing but starting another secret society. That's it. And there's certain things that you got to do to be a part of that society. And receiving the knowledge, receiving the information has a lot to do with your initiation into that group or that body. So if I'm sitting here giving you all this information, I'm getting all this, and you're sitting there listening, soaking it up like, oh yeah, I resonate with this. I never heard it before. I could use it. Yes, you are getting something that you can use, but at the same time, you are being initiated into that organization. You're being initiated to that body, that secret society. This is why you got to be careful, because that's what Adam and Eve, if you believe in that story, okay, if you believe that you can get something out of that story, then you need to understand that that's what Eve did. She was itchy ears. She wanted to hear anything but God's voice. And then when she did, she gave place to it. She heard, oh, well, it can make you as God. You know that you're God. And you're, okay, well, yeah. Now you're getting all this information and you learn about yourself. You learn about this yourself based upon somebody else giving you that information. Not based upon you studying. You're a person that studies, okay? You're a person that's getting into yourself, okay? That's what you did first and foremost. You sit down, you said, man, I'm sick of this. I need to do something. I got to study. I got to blah, blah, blah. And then there may be information that come to you from different sources in your life, because that's how universal law works. It gives you information from different sources, okay? So don't let your studying about yourself and wanting to change yourself, don't let that start with somebody giving you knowledge about yourself, with somebody giving you information about yourself, because you're falling. You think you're doing good, but you're falling. You're falling away. And then one day you're going to look up and you're going to be like, well, how did I get here? And I'm telling you, you have to initiate yourself into learning about yourself. You have to get within yourself, okay, and make that determination. I want to know who I am, what I'm about. Even if I have to get me a dictionary, even if I have to close my eyes and just start praying or whatever, you need to initiate this yourself. So it's you that's doing what you're doing for you and not nobody else. Why am I so adamant about this? Why am I telling you about this? Why? Because it is a path that is hard for you to alter back to a nice and comfortable, decent reality. You hook up with the wrong people, you hook up with the wrong source, you're done. Got to be more careful. So if you can just start to study with yourself, look at yourself, If you're gay or homosexual, then look at yourself and make that determination if that's who you are and if that's who you want to be. If you're a thief, a rapist, a crook, a murderer, whatever you are, you need to close your eyes and come to terms with that. If you want to be a scholar, if you want to like be a positive person, a good person, then you need to stop and you need to become terms with that. And decide if that's what you want you to be. And then be that. Because a made up mind is going to bring the information to you. You just got to start believing in universal law. Start believing in yourself, then you believe in universal law. You'll understand it. Believe in yourself. Try to understand yourself. And if you can't understand yourself, don't even say it. Don't even say it out your mouth. But just think of, man, I sure would like to know more about myself. Just earnestly close your eyes and just say that to yourself. Don't whisper it out loud. Don't let the vibration come out your lips. Just close your eyes and say it to yourself. And I'm telling you, information start coming to you based upon what you want, based upon your decision, not somebody else's decision. And that information is going to come from so many different places and so many different areas. And it even could cross-reference over into certain dimensions. So listen. Listen to me. Okay? I'm telling you, I've been down this road. I've been walking this road. I've been living this road. A lot of these guys and a lot of these people are saying the same thing that I said many, many years ago. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But some of these guys are late. They're starting out late. They're starting out late because some of them was left behind. And they started understanding, damn, I got left behind because I'm ignorant. My mind's too closed. I'm too busy back here judging everybody and doing all this instead of me moving, keeping it moving. So I'm telling you, be careful who you listen to. Getting all that information from. Be careful. This is a big universe. And the universe has got enough for everybody. More than enough. You can be here today and gone tomorrow. And guess what? The universe still got enough for everybody. Stop being greedy. Okay? Watch out. Be aware. Get in yourself. So, universal law, man. If y'all understand anything about the rapture is just not one group of people. The rapture is not about one group of people going over here or going over there. No, it's not. The rapture is about being caught up in perfect love. It's not about everybody floating up in the sky when one person comes and say, hey, let's go. That's not what it's about. It's not about everybody dying and then their spirits going up. The rapture is dealing with perfect love because love is God. God is love. So when you understand about perfect love, you're caught up. You're living a different lifestyle. You can almost enter into another dimension. A certain frame of mind, you're going to have to leave that certain frame of mind. But things can happen. And that perfect love has everything to do with that copper that's in your body, that electrical impulse that shoots from your brain through your nervous system, through the rest of your body, and shoots out away from your body to other people and other objects
and then communicates information. You understand? This is the rapture that it's talking about. And it has that love that has you thinking a certain way, that has your thought process a certain way, that allows your thought process, you understand, to radiate out from you to others. And when your thought process is your universal thought process, there are automatically certain things set in place that automatically hooks you up and picks you up and gets you going, as well as yourself. So if you get on this Ferris wheel, only thing you got to do is connect with that Ferris wheel, and that Ferris wheel is going to do its job. It's going to start taking you up in the air. Only thing you had to do was sit down, put your seatbelt on, and the rest of it happened. It's the same way with you in the universal law. It's the same way with that perfect love that's inside of you. If your thought process starts to link up with other people's thought process that other people can accept, they can deal with it, they can handle it, and it links you up with those people. And that unspoken information that's in that person and in the other person and in you all links up. And guess what? You become strong. You become strong in one thought, one mind, one love. Don't play the number games. Don't play the number game titles. Well, I'm number 14. I'm number 13. I'm number 12. I'm number 1. Don't get caught up in when you hear people say that I'm this and I'm that. Be careful. Be careful. I'm Baptist. I'm Pentecostal. I'm Methodist. I'm Catholic. I'm Islam. I'm Judaic. You got to be careful when people come saying that I am this and I am that, because that's what you're linking up with. And you're a universal creature with a universal mind. Why minimize who you are to a certain sect when you're much more than that? So like I told you, there's 3 sides to every story. We've been handling our business for a long time. Now we got all these other people that's coming in, they're waking up and wanting to get on the right path and wanting to do this and wanting to do that and thinking that they're the head chief and they're the ones who invented the idea, the concept, and they don't know that there's a whole bunch of people already been there and done that and watching them screw up and mess up. Because they're too prideful. The arrogance in them is off the chain. I'm this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. You're only going to do what universal law allows you to do. And universal law is also dealing with other people's universal minds. So I'm thinking about a thought right now. And if I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. This is how powerful my thoughts are. This is how much I am one with myself. I am single with myself. I can't be dual. I can't have a dual nature. No. Because we know that God is one. Not one person fighting the next person to see who's the last one standing. That is not the concept of God. The concept of God is mind, body, and soul operating together is one. Now, I've said this so many times to everybody, but y'all think maybe I'm saying something that y'all, oh, well, whatever he's saying, it sounds good, but yeah, but one day you're going to come to terms. You're going to think about what Coley Cole was telling you about that mind, body, and soul. How to take that Trinity and make it and use it for you to connect you with the one true source and who you are. There's 3 sides to every story. Remember that. You are a multi-dimensional being. So understand what I'm telling you. When somebody come into your life saying, I am this, I am that. This is what I classify myself as this. I classify myself as that. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. I'm giving you your warning now. Whenever you do read this, you look at this video. Whenever you do hear these words, you understand what I'm telling you. You'll understand what I'm telling you. These are not the last and evil days. It's the last day for the person that's speaking it. Because as you speak into existence what's for you. So if you believe that this is the last and evil day, that's because your day is last and evil. Not the whole world, just yours. So y'all listening to some very wrong things out there. Everybody's soul hungry. Want your soul. Want your world. Want your life. Want your energy. The truth always got to present itself first. It always comes first. You don't take heed to the truth. Get yourself together. Stop running to everybody's video. Stop running, trying to learn about yourself through other people. That's a mistake. That's wrong. Get into yourself first. A lot of negative things, a lot of stuff that don't make no sense. Because when you cross-reference it into universal law, the natural laws, and it doesn't make sense, something ain't right. You talk about a dual nature, you're talking about somebody that's living with a dual nature. And if they're living with a dual nature, they're operating outside of the concept of what it means to be God. You're operating with a dual nature. And if you're operating with a dual nature, guess what? You're at war with yourself. And that comes from a dual nature. Now you got to remember, if you believe in anything about a Satan or a devil, they always come and they always pull whatever they're going to pull over to the side somewhere and eat you alive. Use you. Do what they want to do with you. You got to remember that. They always come and take and pull you over to the side, away from everybody. You don't want to be in no groups like that. Oh, you're going to get left behind. Get the fear out of you. Don't be worried about that. You got to have confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself. Know who you are. You're going to exist and be wherever you are. The information is going to come to you regardless. If you seek it and will it and want it. So, now I'm sharing this with you. I hear so much stuff going out. So many things going out. You understand? So many. Everybody don't have the good intentions all the time. I don't care if they are giving you the best truth that there is. Some people don't have the best intentions for you. It's a universal world. Only the strong survive. And that's not because I'm saying it or that it's a philosophy. Walk out that front door.
strong survive. Get your mind right. Get your mind strong.
So, this is my live video. You know, I got some things that I needed to like express and share with you. I just got a feeling that somebody need to hear these words and the way that these words are put together. So, man, some of y'all, man, I'll be sitting watching y'all and listening, and I'll be hearing what y'all be saying, and I'll be like, man, these people was wearing diapers when I was out there doing all this other stuff and connecting with nature and universal law and universal principle. And y'all want to spring up like as if y'all invented it, that it is yours, it's your knowledge, it's your information, and it's not. So, don't let nobody else write your reality. Don't let nobody else write your existence because you got itchy ears. You want to hear everything. You want to open your ears up to listen to everything. You got questions. You're so curious. We know that curiosity killed the cat. But what about you? And yes, I've already demonstrated a lot with a lot of people. And yes, I took them out to the woods. I took them out to the park. Sometimes it's in their backyard, and I made them take their shoes. I didn't make them do nothing. But they took their shoes and their socks off, and they grounded themselves. And every day you got to do this. You don't have to do it every day, but it does help for you to maintain that balance with universal thought, universal law, universal principle. Because you are a universal person, a universal creature with universal thought process. So, some of y'all know. Y'all know where we been at and what we done. So, I'm going to keep on, man. I'm going to keep on doing the best I can until I can get where I want to be, how I want to be. But in the meantime, we got to keep moving. We got to keep growing. Okay? So we got to stay connected without being connected. Yeah, and they understand that. Being connected without really being connected. Some of y'all don't have the options to do a whole lot because you're so caught up. You're so entangled with the cares of this world that you don't even know how to connect without disconnecting from where you at and what you're doing. You got the weekends. Go out into the parks. Go out into your backyard. Take your shoes and socks off and ground yourself. Ground yourself. And you'll see that a lot will start to take place. All right? So, now, this is what I'm about to do right here. I'm about to end this live video. And I'm not going to sit here and shout and scream at you. And I'm not going to sit here and give you a whole bunch of information that after giving it to you, I'm responsible for you. Yes, you are responsible for giving people information. Had you not given them that information, they wouldn't be in the position that they are. And if you don't know what you're doing when you're giving people information, when you're giving people knowledge, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll find yourself in a rough way because you're responsible. Especially if you're waking somebody up, you're responsible. So be careful who you be telling all this information to. Sometimes, if you believe in them, you entertain angels unawares. Out there. reporting everything you do, what you say. And then a lot of y'all, man, y'all got to be careful, because once you take on the God principle, once you take on when you start saying I'm God, or I'm in that God zone area within yourself, okay, you can't be dipping and dabbing in this name and that name and hide behind this religion and hide behind that religion and going there. You're out there. You need to understand that. You're out there. And when you're out there, you need to defend you. You need to take care of you. You need to have your mind right. Your mind needs to be strengthened in you. See, there's a whole big responsibility in this on all sides. Be aware, understand. Don't get connected with a thief. Because some of them stole what they stole and took what they took from sources that they wasn't supposed to take from. But hey, this is universal law. You got to be ready for that. Only the strong survive, right? Right. But, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm out.